The Turbosmart Supersonic blow-off valve will be a great choice for those 15 and newer EcoBoost truck owners who are looking for an aftermarket option to support maybe a little bit more boost and prevent compressor surge, but realistically just want to make a little bit more noise. Now, the Turbosmart option will be a vent-to-atmosphere blow-off valve that will not require the use of a custom or canned tune and can be had for right around $300. Install will involve a fair amount of work, including removal of the factory intercooler. So because of this, we will knock it up to a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and about an hour or so from start to finish. So in my opinion, most EcoBoost owners are going to be interested in this product because of the sound it makes rather than the functionality it adds. And let's be honest, there's really nothing wrong with that. It's your truck, you can mod it however you like. Now, if you were interested in this from a functionality standpoint, here's a few of the benefits that you can expect. First up, strength. Now, the factory bypass valve is made from plastic, which can crack over time or with elevated boost pressure. The Turbosmart here, on the other hand, will be made from aircraft-grade aluminum and has been tested to over 30 psi, which is realistically far more than most EcoBoost owners will ever see during their ownership. Secondly, the Turbosmart option here will also help prevent premature boost venting, which can hurt your spool time and also your power capabilities because that boost is being bled off from an otherwise damaged or malfunctioning stock bypass valve. Last but not least, a failing blow-off or bypass valve can lead to what is called compressor surge, which, if not corrected, can also damage your turbo or turbos. But functionality aside, I feel the big draw here for most owners watching this video will be that cool blow-off valve sound that some owners might be after. And I mean, not everyone is going to dig this, but let's be honest, it's an EcoBoost. If we can't make cool noises with our exhaust, we might as well make some cool noises with our turbochargers. Now, the factory blow-off valve, or bypass valve as it's sometimes called, is a recirculating option, meaning any air that gets released when the throttle closes automatically gets recirculated back into the intake through a hose, and that's normally why you don't hear these things operate. Now, there are methods out there to vent the factory blow-off valve to atmosphere and make a little bit more noise while also saving a few bucks, and those tutorials can be found all over the internet, including YouTube. However, for the owners out there who would prefer to go with an aftermarket option for all of the reasons we just talked about, the Turbosmart will make all of the right noises while also being built a little better than that stocker. Now, a few other things worth noting here, guys. First and foremost, the Turbosmart kit does feature a mechanical style blow-off valve or operation. What does that mean? Well, this thing now operates off of vacuum, whereas your factory bypass valve or blow-off valve is going to operate electronically through the ECU. Now, because of this, Turbosmart does include a boost reference port here or adapter, which is necessary to operate the now mechanical style valve. One thing I do really dig about this design is that they do include an extra port here on this adapter, which EcoBoost owners can use for a couple of different things, including a mechanical style boost gauge or even a MEF controller for those more performance-oriented setups. But because you are eliminating that electronic connection on the factory blow-off valve, Turbosmart does include these clip-on style resistors here to help prevent any possible check engine light. Also, since this kit does vent to atmosphere, they also include this really nice billet plug to plug up the hose otherwise piped back into your intake track that was used with the factory bypass valve. All in all, guys, this is a very complete kit that does include all of the necessary goods, of course, and even some extras to allow this thing to play nice with the factory PCM or computer and without needing a tune. As for the installation, well, again, there will be some work involved here, guys, as that factory intercooler does need to be removed, in addition to running the boost reference along with those corresponding vacuum lines. So because of this, we will knock it up to a soft 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter here, maybe an hour or so from start to finish to get everything in place. I do also want to point out that this kit can also be used with aftermarket intercoolers as long as they feature a factory style connection or flange. So in closing, if you're looking to make some cool noises with your EcoBoost powered 2015 and newer F150, then be sure to check out the Turbosmart Supersonic blow-off valve right here at AmericanTrucks.com.